Okay, so this is Arc Complex, and I decided to basically show like what I do at like the base here. And basically all I really do here is just pretty much just get the Praetor suit token. And I will edit like all of this stuff out too. Mainly because I don't think, you know, you guys want to watch like the load times and all that stuff. But before Arc Complex starts, I always like to take advantage of one Praetor suit. Just because why not, you know. And there was also like a time where I was trying to like check my upgrades because I kind of forgot what I got. But yeah, you don't have to like see all of this. And you should be at Arc Complex soon. Alright, there we go. Finally here. So Arc Complex is actually my favorite level in Eternal. I really love this map. It's always a blast to play it, you know, from fresh start. And this very beginning area is very simple, you know. Just like a bunch of easy like fodder targets, and there's like a prowler up top, but nothing too scary here. But it's like a good warm-up, I guess. Because this level is definitely intense with the fights. And I personally think on Ultra Nightmare there's only one fight that's kind of scary, and that's the cafeteria fight. It is like a little random, and I remember things went completely wrong in that fight here. But, you know, I'm kind of glad that I do have like these moments where things don't go my way, then I could tell you like what to do. Because in that cafeteria fight, generally I like to kind of like take advantage of like the Berserk. And sometimes I get a really good Berserk spree. Like I'll just be killing like waves after waves of heavy demons, and I'm on like the last heavy demon wave, and it's easy. Like the last heavy demon wave is generally like a bunch of prowlers and like, some Mankabai. It's really simple stuff. But that didn't happen in this video. Revenant, really easy to kill. You know, SSG Ballista. He shouldn't be a problem. And I'm trying to farm my shield here. It's really easy to farm for this shield. I kind of wish like back when I tried to first complete Ultra Nightmare, I would try to like use the shield more during combat, but I never realized how easy it was to farm it. Mancubus here, pretty easy. Yeah, you shouldn't be a threat. Okay, so this fight is actually the first kind of scary fight, the two Whiplashes. Immediately use your rockets to kind of get rid of them, and I also kind of like to hang out, yeah, around like this that little statue thing for kind of like protection against the Whiplash. You could use it to, I mean, that statue could kind of like be used for cover, or you could kind of use it for like height advantage. And before I move on to the next area, I always scavenge whatever ammo, armor, health is, you know, left out. And I think I got, yeah, I remember there's a chainsaw here. That chainsaw field could really be easy to forget at times, but it's so useful to have it. Alright, so...
Warning, the Ark's headquarters is under attack.
So this part, pretty much plasma gun heaven. Just spam the plasma gun. Lots of shield dudes and, what is it, Carcass. That's why plasma gun is great at this part. Oh my god, I can't believe that super shotgun actually hit that bullet magnetism. Alright, so... So this part, I kind of like to play it like that. I use the Arbalist to kind of damage the, what do you call it, the Carcass. Then I use the Chain Shield for farming purposes. Oh, I think, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember I forgot to upgrade my my Arbalist. I love getting the first upgrade. The faster movement speed is very good. And from there, I pretty much don't need anything else. Like, I'll max it once I get, like, the mastery token. And by the way, Chain Shield and Grenade is very good at at Mancubus. Definitely very nice. Alright, so we're getting up to like the purple Goo Fight. So generally, I like to kind of like go to a certain area of this arena, mainly because I hate dealing with purple goo. But this area that I go to, there's not too many of it, and you just have like better like control over the arena if you do what I do here. So the enemies out here are generally pretty random. Like, what is it? When you come out here the first time, all like the heavy demon placements are going to be completely different here. So I generally hang back around this bus area. You notice how there's not like too many purple goo here, so that's really good to take advantage of this arena, so you don't have to like accidentally stumble on the purple goo, which can totally get you killed here. So I was just trying to like, yeah, I was trying to, oh look at that, perfect timing with the ice grenade. I was just simply trying to wait for them, and of course chainsaw for the last one. And generally when you kill like all of this stuff, it should spawn like another wave, and there it is. Oh, look at that shot, dude. That was a nasty shot. I actually missed that shot on the Mancubus, but it went towards the carcass. And generally, when you kill one of like the heavy demons there, either the Mancubus or the, what do you call it, the carcass, a Cackle demon will immediately spawn with none of the spawning animation. So you have to really be careful of them. In this part, very simple. These, the Revenant and the not Hell Knight, the Dread Knight, they'll generally just rush towards you if you're kind of like camping back in this area. So you're pretty much always going to be prepared for them. And that's how you handle this fight. Trust me, if you use this strategy, this fight will never ever be scary. Like, it will be extremely predictable. And you don't have to worry about purple goo and all that stuff, because, you know, right at the entrance, look at all this purple goo. Like, there's just so much of it, it just sucks. You know, I still don't really like that mechanic. I never really understood why id Software embraced it, but whatever. There's a pinky here, so obviously just whip out the remote det. I sometimes wish like the remote detonation actually increases the speed of the rocket projectile. Like just that, that feature alone, I think I'll actually use a remote det a lot more. But I guess, you know, Hugo Martin, he wants us to use the lock-on rockets more. I don't know. I guess he didn't like in 2016 where, you know, basically remote detonation was just so strong. Mainly because of like the imps. You had to kill the imps since they were cheaters. You know, if you kept them alive too long, they would eventually aimbot you. Look at that, I got a blood punch fail. And I remember I got a lot of blood punch fails in this map here. Arachnotron, very simple. I think this fight is pretty simple. You know, you just take out the Arachnotron, then you can pretty much do whatever you want here. There's like a Prowler or two, I think, but they're very not much threatening. Pretty much like, you know, whatever. Like at this point, I think Prowlers are basically just fodders, really. You know, they're just basically food for your super shotgun or your plasma gun. And I remember I got a mod here. And this, wait. Yeah, I need to kill all these imps. And right here, what did I get? Oh, I'm going for a microwave beam. So I actually have a microwave beam strategy. What is it? I use it for like a very specific strategy on Necrovol Part 2. You'll eventually see what I do with it once, you know, I get to that level. Yeah, I'm just kind of exploring, getting the batteries, just in case I need to take advantage of it. You know, Revenant's pretty much trash. You have so many ways to get rid of them. So, yeah. That fight shouldn't be too bad. I do like this level mainly because it really does encourage like the plasma gun play. Like plasma gun is so much fun to use in this game. So yeah. absolutely love using Heat Blast. I like to kind of rush up to this area. Yeah, generally there's going to be like Revenant and like a bunch of fodder. You could just easily kill all these guys. It's a really good strategy. And there's an upgrade here. So for this upgrade, sometimes like I don't know if it's better to go for more health or go for loot magnet, but for here I tend to go for more health. I mean, loot magnet could totally work out here too. Like, it'll definitely be nice to have like the, what is it? It synergizes your super shotgun. But I find myself wanting more health pretty much every time here. I mean, 200 health is massive, absolutely massive. Simple fight here. Arbalest the Cackle and kill all these imps by just meleeing that little crate, big crate. Since this is Ultra Nightmare, there is no extra lives there, so there's no point of breaking that door. Pretty simple, like, what is it? This is kind of like one of these fights that's just kind of like building up to like the next big fight. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh yeah, don't forget the Praetor suit here. I sometimes forget the Praetor suit. I guess I get so caught up in the combat. And not only that, the next like few fights are some of my favorite fights here. So this fight is really simple. If you have an ice bomb, that Mancubus is pretty much a joke. Chainsaw. So the Mancubus, this Mancubus, he generally kind of spawns like randomly. He happened to spawn in a really good position for me to use my lock-on rockets. And what is it? So this fight right here, I generally kind of like to get rid of someone like these fodders, and then I push really hard here. If you actually push towards this area, that carcass will always spawn. And basically, to trigger the next wave, next heavy wave, you just gotta kill like a certain amount of fodder. And I remember this fight went really smooth here. And generally you fight a, what is it? A Dread Knight, an Arachnotron, and a Prowler here. Yep, there's a Prowler. Yeah, this one's pretty smooth. I had a little bit of a hiccup with the Dread Knight positioning, but everything went fine. And that's why you gotta use the plasma gun on the Prowler. See, they stun lock them so well. I really think people kind of like underestimate the plasma gun's strength against Prowler. Like for, what is it, like even for like the late game, I still use plasma gun on like certain heavy demons. Even though I think like the ballista kind of does everything better than what the plasma gun does. But there are still some usage for plasma gun. Especially the, what is it? The heat blast faltering mechanic is really nice. That could also counter pinkies. So what is it? This secret encounter, I actually died from here before by a Cackle Demon, and he actually killed me by just shooting one fireball. Like, that was one of the weirdest moments I've had in an Ultra Nightmare run while doing that secret encounter. So I don't know if that secret encounter is like bugged or something, but it's really weird. I've gotten killed by a Cackle Demon like that. So I really don't recommend you to do it. And if you do plan on doing that secret encounter, prioritize the Cackle Demon a lot, because I don't know, man. I've never tested, you know, if he could kill you in one hit consistently, but I've gotten killed by that Cackle Demon by one fireball before. And I had like, you know, nearly full stack health and armor too. So there's definitely something off about that. I don't know, I think maybe id Software must have forgotten to patch the Cackle Demon, or maybe there's like some bug that they never realized. And you know, I haven't really tested it because I would have to like restart like the campaign again, and I just don't really want to do it. It's just too much of a process. So this part, get rid of the carcass, and then there's a Mancubus here. Yeah, that possessed, I'm not possessed, what do you call it, the cue ball. That should pretty much, like, make that Mancubus not so scary. And here it is. This is the hardest or scariest fight in Ultra Nightmare, in my opinion, mainly because there's so much stuff that could go wrong. So I do kind of do the challenges here. I try to get the 2 rune challenge. This is the first one. I like to check my upgrades before I progress. Okay, here we go.
You believe the Doomslayer will save you?
So generally, I like to get rid of 1 Mancubus and then I immediately go for the Berserk. That was a little bit of an awkward lock on. And this is where it went wrong here. That freaking Mancubus, see, kind of threw me off, and I was like, what the heck is going on here? And I generally like to get rid of this Pinky here for more, like, what is it? Control over the arena. And look at my Berserk, duration. It's already, like, almost gone. So I knew this was going to be an awful Berserk run. And I couldn't find any fodder. And yep, that was my Berserk run right there. So now I had to completely improvise. You know, I'm only on the first wave of the heavy demons, and I saw a Pinky. I knew I had to use the remote det. Then I saw this Mancubus. I think I should have just killed that Mancubus right there, but I wanted the speed boost here. And generally, after that wave, there's going to be the Whiplash Wave, and this is by far the scariest wave here. Just trying to like get in good position of them, but they kept running away from me. That was really smart right there, because I knew like I was going to get completely swarmed if I just stayed in that position, so. Oh, that was a good shot. So, I'm just pretty much trying to prioritize the Whiplash. And this is pretty much like the, oh wait, no, we're not there yet. Once you get to the Prowler wave, with like the Cyber Mancubus, that's pretty much like the last wave. And this is why I saved this Blood Punch for this Cyber Mancubus. Definitely get rid of him so you have better map control. You know, Cyber Mancubus is really scary if he lives too long. He definitely could be a threat. So that's why you want to save that Blood Punch. And the, what do you call it? The Prowler, I don't think he should be too problematic. Super Shotgun, Plasma Gun, Ballista. You have a lot of ways to handle that. And here's another thing about this fight. If things really go wrong, you could definitely use the shield. Like, shield is really good if you feel like you're completely losing map control. It's more for like a defensive situation. And there you go. I pretty much got rid of like the hardest fight for in Ultra Nightmare difficulty. Everything else should pretty much be easier. And this is definitely a great fight. This is easily one of my favorite fights in the game here. The only fight that's better than this fight for this map is it's like the next big arena with all like the verticality. So this part, just take it slow. There's like a lot of, I was trying to scout for the Cyber Demon, the Keko Demon. There's a bunch of like fodders here, a couple of heavy demons, and you just kind of want to make them come to you. Be very careful of the Keko Demon here. He could be a bit sneaky. He was actually pretty sneaky in this recording. You'll see. Give me that speed boost. God, look how fast you move. Oh, there it is. There, see? I was like, I heard something. This is why you gotta have headphones, man. Like, playing games with the headphones, you could totally hear stuff around you. So yeah, that fight, just take it slow. Oh, and I have to mention this part here. So this part, there's actually a glitch, and you really have to be careful. This could totally break your game here. Basically, when you're going up to like the elevator for the gun, always walk. Don't ever dash. If you dash, like, what is it? If you dash too close to the ledge, you can actually clip through the elevator, and you pretty much just broke like the entire game. So always walk when you're going to the elevator to the gun. I've actually had that happen to me, I think a couple of times, not in like an ultra nightmare run, but in like just like a casual nightmare run where I'm just trying to play and just chill out. And you know, since I'm playing on nightmare, I kind of get more carelessly and I just start dashing like crazy. And yeah, that happened to me a couple of times, and then I kind of figured out like you could pull that glitch like consistently. So be very careful. Yeah, this level, you know, other than like that one elevator fight, I personally don't think this level is too bad. I wouldn't say it's a breather because it is like pretty intense. It is one of these levels that do kind of throw in a lot of enemies at you, and you really have to like rely on good decision making to make sure you sustain your survivability. But you know, it's definitely not cultist based type of stress. I think it's kind of like in the middle, I guess. Yeah, this part, I don't really think there's anything I can comment on. You know, just be careful. What is it? You know, that pinky, he's really easy to get rid of. You have so many ways to get rid of him at this part. I do like to get rid of this pinky by using remote det, though, because he does tend to get aggressive, and you know, and you don't want him to kill all your fodder too. You could use it to farm for ammo. And don't forget the Praetor suit, very important. Alright, this is the last rune, so I get a free Praetor suit point here. And I just kind of get randomly I just get like random runes here, basically. You know, if I do lose my saving throw, I always use Dazed and Confused for my backup. Oh yeah, my rockets didn't hit him. That was pretty lame. So this is actually my favorite fight in this map. It's really just all about getting top control, mainly because you have good angles, and another thing is a lot of the heavy demons actually spawn on top of this arena. Just trying to do jukes with the Hell Knight here. Oh, yeah, there it is. See, that, like, it seemed like I was just kind of wasting time there, but I was just trying to find the Hell Knight. He was just wandering around a lot. I remember, yeah, I remember there's a pinky that spawns up top here. I just get rid of him with the ice bomb. This was getting a little crazy, so I decided to go for the haste power up. I don't really think I used this power up much to my advantage. Like I said, I really think haste is just awful in Eternal. It's really not that useful most of the time. It's not like in 2016 where I loved having haste. So I needed to get rid of those snake guys ASAP. And I have the faltering mechanic on my grenade here, so I can kill the Whiplash really easily. And pretty obvious here, remote det for the pinkies. And this is the last wave. I think you fight 2 or 3 Arachnotron, I don't remember. But they are very, very simple. I'm pretty much just popping off from here. So, yeah. Like I said, just stay up top and, you know, try to go for the heavy demons and just don't like choke, you know. It's a really simple fight. Even though there are like a lot of dudes, and what is it? There's like a lot of scary demons that you have to fight, like the Pinky and the Whiplash. But you know, just stay up top and just abuse like, you know, the lock-on rockets and the SSG ballista. You should be fine. Oh my god, that's another blood punch fail. I think I got all my blood punch fails on like the Cyberman Abyss in this map. So we're going to another purple goo section here. Another fun section. Yeah, I just basically use like the chain gun shield here because I hate the tentacles. And lock on rockets for the Hell Knight. Get rid of them. Yeah, shield will pretty much protect you from the tentacle. And from here, I think there's kind of like no more scary fights from here. And I was just basically trying to get my blood punch back because I burned it on the Cyberman Abyss. So I need it back. I do like using the chain gun shield for all like the little electricity part here, just to be safe. Oh man, this was some pretty bad shooting. Oh, that was bad timing. So all of these next encounters, it's just kind of like, you know, a bunch of fodder. I think id Software just kind of like want to let the player chill out a bit. That's why there's like a bunch of fodders that you're fighting. So this secret encounter, I remember I actually failed this secret encounter because like the prowlers, they could totally be a little weird here, but eventually I redid it once I killed the Marauder, mainly because I didn't have like the ammo or something. Wait, oh wait, yeah, that's why I didn't do it, because I knew like I didn't have the ammo right now. So I did it at the end. And just like I said, once you get to like the elevator to the gun, always walk, don't dash. It's always scary when you go to the elevator because it is glitchy. And they still haven't fixed this bug. So yeah, right here I was a little paranoid. I was like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm too close to the edge. But apparently I was okay. So, getting ready for the, what is it, that one fight outside. What is it? It's like the parking, yeah, the parking lot. These two Hell Knights, pretty simple stuff. And since I have 3 chainsaw pips, I pretty much use it on this guy. Just get rid of, like, you know, the Dread Knight, he's scary. It's good to get ammo back too. So this fight, I like to use the plasma gun at first to get rid of, I think the cue ball kills the, oh nope, it didn't kill the Mancubus. And then I pretty much get rid of this guy. And now it's just time to, like, you know, prioritize the heavy demons. I remember this fight went a little sloppy. Yeah, that gargoyle right there, he got a little too aggressive on me. I decided to go for the, what is it, Mega Health? And yeah, this is why this fight is not too bad, mainly because there's a lot of fodder for you to get your stack, and you can also use the mega health to your advantage too. Like, look at all this armor here. Look at all that armor. Like, you shouldn't like have any like moments where you're about to die here. I got him. I don't know what spawns down there. I don't know if it's a Whiplash or it's a Megabus. It's not, but I do know it's a heavy demon, and it's nice that I got rid of it. Yeah, for this wave, I definitely take it slow. There's like multiple Mankabai and Whiplashes. Give them their distance, you know. So we're at the quad damage area. Sometimes this area can be a little bit weird. Like, I do have some moments where I guess like I was a bit on edge. But I remember this quad damage area, it went pretty smooth here. And most of the time it should be pretty smooth. I think it's like, because sometimes like the AI might get a lot more aggressive.
All armed personnel, the mortally challenged have entered the compound. Evacuation is advised.
Oh, look at that carcass. Yeah, quad damage with plasma gun. Just doing like some hardcore damage. I think I was trying to get my blood puncher. Yeah. Then I have everything stacked. Yeah, not really much to comment for this fight. Basically, you know, just get the quad damage, kill as much stuff as you can. If you do happen to get bad RNG and like the enemies are being more aggressive, definitely play it smarter and slower. And here it is, the first Marauder fight. So I assume most people already know how to handle the Marauder at this point. I just handle him the good old SSG ballista. I didn't do anything too fancy. There's definitely multiple ways you could fight this guy. I just prefer the SSG ballista because it's fun. And right when I killed the Marauder, I decided to fast travel back to that one secret encounter. So there's the power of editing. Now I have some more ammo, and I'm gonna try to take advantage of this secret encounter. I'm doing it just for like the weapon points. This one is really easy. I totally recommend people to do this one. There's all these prowlers, just basically freeze bomb him. I got a little unlucky with that prowler, but freeze bomb the prowler and then just abuse the rockets on pretty much the Mancubus and the prowler. And that's our complex. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in Mars Core.